Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live After Work. And of course, I be he, Lee Pitts. Never thought that in all my wildest dreams that the community would continue to support what I try to do. And it's just a labor of love. And just tonight was just overwhelming. I had my good friends here. We're wrapping it up. This is our July edition. Our next one will be September 24th, where we'll celebrate 30-year anniversary of Lee Pitts Live. So consider it a party. You don't want to miss the party. We're going to bring in a national award-winning recording artist. It's a big secret. It could be Shaka Khan, but we're not going to say. It could be Johnny Gill, but we're not going to say. It could be Keith Sweat or Freddie Jackson, but we're not going to say. It could be Beyonce, but we're not going to say. But it's going to be somebody big time called the Lee Pitts Live After Work 30th Anniversary Celebration. Lee Pitts Live could never be down here on the River District doing what we've been doing. When I first came up with the concept, I called my good friend Michele Hylton Terry at the CRA for the City of Fort Myers Redevelopment Agency. She said, we on board. So one of our major sponsors is the City of Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency. And Michele Hylton Terry, for us to have your organization associated with us, that gives us credibility. Thanks for giving us credibility.
Oh, thank you for all you do, Lee, to support the community.
When we bring in all this chocolate downtown, all this diversity.
We need that diversity. The City of Fort Myers is here for everyone to enjoy, including Black and brown people. So thank you for creating the opportunity where they can come down.
Well, if we didn't have you in that type of position, we wouldn't feel like we could even have possibilities down here. So we're so glad that you're in that powerful position. And over here to my right is Cindy Banyai, the doctor, the good doctor, the candidate for District 19. Me and her been joined at the hip. I love Cindy Banyai. I support Cindy Banyai for 2022 to be our next congressperson for District 19.
All right.
We need people with a voice like Cindy Banyai up in Washington, D.C. represent us. She's around the people. She doesn't just come to Lee Pitts Live After Work by coincidence. She's here all the time, and she's been following us for the last 2 years. She is committed to community, and we're so proud to have you as a part of this. And then she said immediately, Lee, I want my campaign to be a part of sponsorship for Lee Pitts Live After Work. So thank you for everything you've done to make it possible. Cindy Banyai.
You know, Lee, I so appreciate your support. It's meant so much to me. And it goes back to our T-shirt. Give them hell, Cindy.
Give them hell, Cindy.
And it was so much fun.
Cindy earned my support. She knew I was kind of stoic watching her, and I said, what the heck, this lady's for real. I need to get behind her. I've thrown all my weight behind Cindy Banyai. And Cindy, you back again. Your last time you ran, you did better than any other Democrat in the history. Run down some of those stats on how well you did.
Wow.
Well, listen, so we are one of the only 5 congressional districts in the state of Florida to move in the Democratic direction, and we are the only one to do it in less than $1 million. So we are running a lean, mean campaign, getting out votes, winning hearts and minds, and really, really working for the people. And I know that in 2022, we're going to have an even better showing.
Right. We're going to turn, we need change. This whole red district thing got to end. And we're on the move. Now, I know you're kind of a quasi-city official kind of, so I don't want you to get too political, but I know one thing, you believe in progress for all people.
Absolutely.
Speak to that.
Well,
at the core
progress
what you're
for
doing,
all
the great work
people.
that you're doing in redeveloping our inner cities as well.
Yes, and someone like Cindy Banyai is going to push that forward, and we need your support. We need you.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You know how huge this is?
That's huge, and we need you, and we appreciate that work.
Well, I thank you, but together we can make this happen.
And you know, if you
ma'am.
get Cindy up there as our congressman, we got a direct line from our community redevelopment agency to Washington, D.C. When people have a direct line to somebody who's up there in Washington, D.C., what does that do for our community? When we can talk to our senator, our congressperson.
I mean, really, you have somebody that's working for you, not for big corporate donors, not for the rich folks living on the Gulf, not for the people who are part-time residents coming down here, but working for the people who are here year-round, living in our city, working in our city, building businesses in our city. And that's what is important to me.
And so a lot of people sitting there right now saying, Lee, aren't those the ladies we see on Sunday morning on Lee Pitts Live on Fox? Yes, this is them. They have taken over the airways. I've been sitting around like a mad scientist trying to put more and more ideas and people on television. They have done me proud. They've given me a break. and eventually we're going to spin off and have some, more shows. So in the long term, you'll probably see 2 or 3 versions of Lee Pitts Live on television. There'll be some with different people hosting different segments. And people are like, well, Lee, are you trying to get in the background? No, I'm not trying to get in the background. I'm just trying to put other people out front.
And that's what he does.
That is the whole genesis of the purpose of my life. And if you move up, you just give other people opportunity. Michele Hylton Terry does hashtag redevelopment works in the city of Fort Myers, redevelopment. Talk about what the concept of your show going forward.
So Redevelopment Works is an opportunity for you to hear firsthand about what the CRA is doing in the city of Fort Myers, working not only in the downtown, but in MLK, in Cleveland Avenue, and Central Avenue, showing you all the activities of the CRA and how we are working to create housing opportunities for individuals that we know that there is a deficit of affordable housing. So we're working with that program. We're also implementing a COVID relief program. The CRA is doing so much more than it ever has done in the past, and we are grateful for the opportunity to be on Lee Pitts Live to tell you all about it.
Just raising the standards of my show to a whole nother level. We bring in hard news, information, straight from the mouth of the executive director of the City of Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency. And then next thing you know, you look another Sunday, you might look up, and then we get perspective coming straight from our next congressperson for District 19. Yes. You don't have to say, well, what does Cindy Banyai think about this? What does Cindy Banyai think about that? You don't have to get somebody who giving a sound bite and editing her down on television. You hear it straight, uncut, straight into your living room. Talk about perspective and how you came up with that idea and how it's been received for you.
Well, it's really been amazing, and I just wanted to give the people of Southwest Florida the opportunity to hear about the legislation that's coming up and how it affects us here, because sometimes it can seem a little bit distant, but it's good to know about the issues that are going to affect us and how what our government is doing is going to make our lives better or even worse.
You can see both of them Sunday mornings on Fox 4 at 8:30 and streaming live worldwide on fox4now.com. And of course, you can go to the Lee Pitts Live channel and catch them. You can go to the community redevelopment agencies. I'm gonna let them give all of the other things where you can do to catch them as well. But I want you to know that when you hear perspective, even when I listen to perspective, it gives me a quick cheat sheet. She Sesame Streets it for me, makes it simple. That's what I like about your perspective. You take the complex, make it simple for the average person to understand. Yep. That's very important to you, that everybody understand what's going on in our legislation, how it's impacting our communities, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody should be involved in our government, and it should be easy for us to understand. We need people who are active, and if we don't give people the information to make the right decision, they're not going to be active.
And the same thing with you with hashtag redevelopment works in Fort Myers. People are saying, hey, when I listen to Michele, it's like 8 minutes. She gave us all the key things happening right then and there. You just go right to it, right? Talk about your thought process each month, every other month when you're putting that together. What's going to be your thought process?
Yeah,
You'll be looking out into the future and
absolutely. We want people to be informed, to stay engaged. We have opportunities for minority contractors to participate in the programs that we're doing. We started a rebate program that requires their participation. So developers need you. If you're an MBE, a minority, a woman-owned company, please reach out to the CRA and find out how you can get on our list so that they will use you. The CRA Redevelopment Works is an opportunity for you to stay engaged, stay informed, and know what's happening in the city of Fort Myers CRA.
How can people connect to you on all your social media platforms?
Definitely look out for Fort Myers Community Redevelopment Agency. You can also find me on Redevelopment Works. Our number here at the CRA is 239-321-7100. And we are on a website of cityoffortmyers.com/CRA. So many ways to find us.
Yes, one of the things I like getting for you, and I'll get to you in a minute, Cindy, is I like getting your news blast. I think it's a constant contact. That if people want to get on that, they can get on that email list. How do they do that?
Absolutely. Go to our website, cityoffortmyers.com/CRA, and sign up for our newsletter. We send out about 4 newsletters every month. We don't inundate your box, but we keep you informed.
That's right. You got to stay informed and don't be complaining to them you didn't know what was going on. It's up to you to spend a little extra time to be informed about what's going on. When you guys see me doing that television show and you're always saying, well, how do I know all of that stuff is going on? Michele may not know. Everything she sent out, I'm going through it. Cindy, you don't even know. Every time you send out those press releases, I'm going through it. Cindy keeps you informed. Every time I see you on social media, I check out what you're up to. The other day you were talking about launching something. You're announcing your new campaign or something, right? What was that called? You had a name for it.
Oh, so this is the historic launch for our 2022 campaign, complete with our new website that's going to be released here shortly, drcindybanyai.com. And we just want to stay connected with people in our community, let them know what our shared vision for the future is and what they're going to get when I'm in Washington, D.C., serving the people.
Cindy, when you're moving around in the minority community, and you know we've embraced you, I don't want to bring up race too much, but we kind of forget that you not black, okay? I mean, we know you white, but you so much around us, so it's like you're all, that's what comes with being around people and showing you're genuine. When you're moving around, are you getting embraced just like, because I see you moving around with a lot of minorities. It's like second nature, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is my community. These are the folks that I work with in my city, and I don't really think that we need divides in our community, and I think everybody deserves a fair shot in life. And and I'm just here connecting with people who I know are working for our community too.
Now, right now, people can start getting involved with your campaign, can start working, tell them how to do and what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and check out our website, drcindybanyai.com. We're going to have the ability for you to volunteer. You can donate. Of course, grassroots candidates love that.
You got PayPal on there?
We use ActBlue. ActBlue, that is the one that gets all the information back to the FEC, so we are compliant.
Okay. Because I like to just go in there and put it in you can't use Cash App or nothing then, right?
No Cash App. We have to make sure that we are legit and legal, because there are some people who like to mess around with the FEC violations, but I am not one of those people. I want to be on the up and up.
I got you.
I'm not saying names, but.
All right. How can different people connect you in different ways? Leapis Live, of course.
Of course. Sunday mornings.
And then you got all this social media stuff: Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. Cindy Banyai, FL on Twitter, Cindy Banyai for Congress on Facebook and Instagram as well. So you can find me all over the place.
Final question for your part, then I get to Michele and I'll wrap it up. I keep saying that. People hear that name, doctor, in front of your name. You got a doctorate in what? And tell us about your education background.
So yeah, my doctorate is a doctorate of philosophy in Asia Pacific Studies, and my master's was in public administration and international cooperation. So
she can write like crazy.
Studying government, how government works better. I just think that I need to take that education to Washington, D.C. to work for the people of Southwest Florida. I think that makes sense.
And one of the things you guys may have noticed about my television show, sure, I have some men who have segments too, but it's on purpose that the majority of the people who have segments on my show are females. I'm all about empowering local females, give them opportunity, because I've learned over the years from my mom that if you want something done and done right, you get the females to do it. My mom is out there watching down there. Mom, thank you. I embrace the female movement, and I embrace what our women are trying to do to take us to the next level. And we would not have had, Joe Biden wouldn't be in office right now, Barack Obama would never have gotten in office. It's the females that put everything over the top. Michele, speak to that. Kamala Harris, when you see her, their vice president, what is that? How did that inspire you?
I'm so proud of Kamala Harris and what that represents for all minority women, especially Black and African American women. And so, yes, I aspire to follow in her footsteps wherever that leads me.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
You know, I too feel so inspired. She's the first woman vice president.
Yes.
I hope to have my own first gentleman at some point in time in my life, just like her, blazing that trail. But it's just so amazing watching her shatter that glass ceiling.
Oh,
There's
yes.
so many different types of folks.
So men, we need to be conscious of that. A lot of times we forget about the struggles that women have, and now they're starting to make great progress, and women make good decisions, because they don't just do everything based on the numbers and all that. Everybody's emotional. I don't want you to think that women are just emotional, but they take a lot of other things into consideration when they make decisions, and that's good to have that compass there.
That balance.
Well.
Yep. Think about the community, our families, all that.
But you guys know what? We closing Lee Pitts Live After Work down.
All
Tomorrow,
right, all
We were here
right.
closing it down on the red
It's
carpet.
been a night.
Amazing.
It's been a night.
Beautiful
We've had
night.
So much fun.
Yes.
Great music. Great
Right.
dancing.
Absolutely.
DJ Wig.
Oh man, loved it, loved it. And your saxophonist, oh my gosh.
Oh.
And Gayla, oh, you should have been here
Oh,
tonight.
What an
Yeah.
amazing
It was
vocalist.
something.
So beautiful.
Absolutely.
I just
Yes.
can't believe it. We're having this right here in Fort Myers.
In Fort Myers, I had friends show
great
up here
time.
that I didn't know were coming. They said, this is just like New York.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
and I have people
Okay.
from Chicago, Miami, and everything. And my new motto for the show, I don't know if y'all were here when I broke the new
I
motto.
was.
Let's see if we can break it right here. Miami has the, I'm gonna say it and y'all can say it with me.
Okay.
Miami has the oranges, but Fort Myers got the juice.
Juice. Yes,
And what's the most
juice.
important part of the orange? The what?
The juice.
The juice.
juice.
The
What about the
juice.
orange without the juice?
So let's try that together on three.
Miami.
1, 2, 3.
Miami has the oranges, but Fort Myers got the juice.
We're gonna brand that at the CRA. We'll be right
Oh,
back.
boy.
I love it.
T-shirt.